What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Old World AI only battle in the uncrashed save that we made last time. What a genius idea it was just to save a few turns before. We're going to keep going. We'll get to 150. I will open the info addicts. I don't think it will crash. Bold statement there, but I think it's because we opened the in-game editor beforehand that it didn't like that. So we should be all good. I've also had a recommendation from the comments, a really good one, that I to sort of go through some of the mods and what their like abilities are for people that haven't seen them before. I've realised some of them we've used for ages, some I haven't, and yeah, if you're a new person to the game or to the channel or just to the mod, you may not know what they do, so that's actually a pretty useful thing. But I'm going to do that at the end of this episode, so I will say, you know, this is the end if you want to stop, and then I will just go through some of those abilities for the other civs, try and find them in the info thing. It's not always easy, but yeah, we'll do that separately at the end of this one. So so it's gonna be a bit of a weird episode, but I will tell you before I start doing that, and then you can sort of, you know, if you don't want to watch that, you're more than welcome to stop. You can stop at any point. I'm not in control, but you know what I mean. Like I won't sneak in any more turns after that or anything crazy, so don't worry, you won't be missing anything. But yeah, we get into this straight away. Hun's piecing out with China, and we continue. Also good, I mean, episode 3 came out, and it feels weird because it's in the past now, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find the folder with all the saved like unedited videos, because I've got like 3 all called unedited videos, and the one that I actually used was somewhere else, and it's actually, there's a typo in the name. I mean, it's undedited videos. There's an extra D in there at the start, so I found it though in the end. But that was a bit of a pain. So I was a bit worried. I was like, where have they gone? All these folders are empty, but I found it in the end. The Ottomans pieced out with Nubia. Another nice one. All the tags and like the old stuff that I used for titles of videos, that was on a Word document, and as I've left university, they finally cancelled my Microsoft subscription that they were giving me, so I couldn't open that. Oh no, I could read only it. Luckily there wasn't much in there, but I couldn't save the new ones. That was more the problem than the old ones. So, you know, it's just another exciting week to come back to the channel, isn't it? There we go. I got a new light in my room. You can't see that, but while there's nothing going on this turn, and I'm sat sort of in the dark, but with this new lamp on. But I don't think it would work for like a stream background. I don't know. It's probably not bright enough. I feel like I'd look like a bit like of a super villain, almost peering out of the dark in a big chair. So that probably would just, you know, bearing that in mind for reference. But I got a cool lamp, so yeah, that's exciting. Every time I look up though, I am like blinded, so I'm going to try and focus on the monitors for now. I might have to rearrange some stuff, but Mongolia piecing out with China as well, and China's surviving. They did fine. They held on to everything. No, they gave a city away. Oh my goodness, why'd you do that, China? Why? I don't know. I don't think it's the end of the world, but there we go. The Huns, yeah, they are now spread out. They're almost nearer to Mongolia than, yeah, they're not going to do well there. Russia grabs Himeji Castle. I have no idea where Walachia's military is heading right now, as Poland and Korea. Poland won't do much, but neither will Korea probably. But there you go, teaming up against the Huns. We'll keep an eye on how that one progresses. And I think last episode we did see it. I don't know how many, I can't remember how many turns we lost. We might only just be getting to where we were. But there you go, Portugal did have some boats in the Americas, and Finland must have been here for a while, because this scout has already crossed. I was going to say this one's here, but there's one all the way over here. So yeah, that's Portugal and Finland so far that I've seen in the deep waters. Finland's a bit of a surprise, to be honest. Again, that might be, I don't know if there's any unique ability. No, they have caravels, so that makes sense. And there's a cargo ship there, Finland, going towards London. Also, just while we're here, and that's early in the video before everyone's left, I'll try to start some sort of let's play stuff next week. It won't be as regular as the AI battles, but I don't know what format it will exactly be in. But if you've got any suggestions, let me know. I know Civ 5 TSLs that I'm playing in have always been fun. The only issue is sometimes I've never found the sweet spot, right? They're either too easy or too hard. So the too easy ones, you get to a point where you're just rolling over everyone and gets a bit boring, or you get too hard and I just like die in the first 100 turns. So there's definitely a sweet spot to be found. we have to keep looking. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see me play as a Civ or in a certain part of the world, let me know. They are a bit more difficult to set up because it gets a bit messy if I go into the in-game editor and change the other Civs and then try to play. With this, I reveal everything and then we just keep it revealed. It's kind of messy if I try and do it the other way around and sort of get back to playing again. But yeah, I mean, we could do that, and that can obviously be Civ 5 or 6. And then there's also EU4 that we could play, Hoi 4. I mean, we could Victoria 2, Victoria 3 even. We can struggle my way through that. I don't know. We can, whatever you want to see, whatever fun stuff you can think of. Something completely different. If there's something you think would be fun, I don't know. Obviously, there's limits to that. I'm not going to go out and buy something to play it once. We sadly don't get enough views to be able to do that just yet. But it would be funny, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. But anyway, Siam attacking China here. Have we got anyone sending a settler out this way? These islands have all been available for a while. No, not really. Okay, so the Pacific remains kind of unsettled. And then there is other wars. Damascus here under siege. We saw the Suez Canal fall. We missed the chance. I said it in the Discord, but when this was settled, I could have sued pretty hard, and that would have been for Suez, because not Sui, it's Sue. But yeah, we could have done our Ronaldo celebration, but you know, get in with the memes a few months late. But we didn't. But it's a great shame. Burundi is still under heavy siege from both the Congo and the Zulu, and I mean, they're getting more and more units in. I think if Ethiopia is fighting them as well, which I'm not sure they are, but if they are, then this could definitely happen. Something could happen here as Russia does peace out with the Huns, and they took 2 cities in the peace deal. Wow, they took Amara here and Poznan. So yeah, I mean, this could end up. If they keep expanding and trying to sort of connect all these cities, they'll be getting towards a more modern day looking Russia. In oh yeah, we're going to move on from that topic. Just, but yeah, there we go. Right, Japan, what are you up to? You're not really giving you too much attention. You've been off the side. They have all 4 cities with 10 population. That is very satisfying. That's really nice. I don't know why. Something about that, just very, very satisfying. We will, of course, look at the info addicts, see who's winning on population. It won't be Japan, because I can see Korea's got 5 cities, and they're all at least the same size or bigger. But there you go. That is pretty cool, having 4 at 10. Very nice. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on those deep oceans, expecting some more civs to head out that way. I can't imagine that Finland... Not Portugal, yeah, maybe, but... Even then, I'm sure some of these other civs should have the technology or be very, very close to it. Maybe it's just a case of production and building those boats. But surely soon, we will see some others in those deep waters. India now has some caravels, so we're going to see them doing a bit more exploring. Perhaps they will be the first civ in Australia. That might be a good step for India to take. Turn 141. Mongolia, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that seems smart. Mongolia. A lot of the wars we've seen so far haven't made sense, and they've all been in this region. But no, that one, yeah, I think Mongolia. I mean, Wallachia may end up actually beating them to this city, or they could sneak in and get it. But yeah, certainly grab Shanghai here. Clear up the border gore as well, as Arabia goes after China. Again, back to wars not making sense. And they peace out with Persia. Persia did not make the hop over, and neither did Harappa. Oh, Korea versus China. Yeah, there's the betrayal. Beijing here if that goes to Korea, that would be a big win for Korea. And then we're set up for sort of a Korea, Mongolia, Russia big triple threat, and obviously that doesn't tend to go well for the civ in the middle. So Mongolia could have the pressure ramped up on them if that is to happen. But yeah, I expect Korea could do pretty good here. They are my pick, so hopefully they do well. Are they my pick? Yeah, I didn't pick Rome in the end, who have been very quiet, by the way. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't really spoke about them at all this episode. I know they've conquered a lot and they've got a settler here. But yeah, I said that they are fighting. I think that's Poland, so that's going to be pretty difficult. But they are around, just occupying most of Germany's territory France has musketeers, their unique unit, so this could be a good era for them. They kind of need one. And looks like England could settle in Norway, which seems pretty smart. Yep, and that actually takes away Germany's access for their boats. Not so much the land units could still get out, obviously, but yeah, that England has, yeah, Germany and Finland, I guess, their ships will now have to get through there. Obviously, Finland's have to get through Germany as well anyway, but I'm sort of assuming they can on the basis some of their units have in the past. But there we go. France does. I was saying they're going to have a good era. They're declaring war on Germany. This is going to be a real challenge without boats as well. But I don't know. Good job for trying, I guess. Germany does now have a scout crossing towards the US. We have Finland getting the view. They will be an interesting one. I'm not sure. Like I said, that England settlement might make it a bit tougher for them to get any settlers out, but they'll be in the know. Russia also has a scout now out in the deep water. How did we miss that before? It kind of got that far in like 3 turns. No one really in the Indian Ocean, except India could be. They've sort of chosen not to. Siam and China peace out, and the city of Nanjing holds strong. But here we go. Let's focus on Beijing. I think this is going to be a big part of this episode. Russia has their turn. Russia is at peace. But there we go. Mongolia's into the Renaissance era, and they capture Łódź, which was the western city before Wallachia. Wallachia just keep coming over till they get a city. They're not going to give up, are they? I mean, they've come very far from home. They only have 2 cities back here, so they need to work out something. I think the Ottomans maybe, or Poland, and like team up with Russia if you can and go after one of those 2. That would be their best bet at this point. Finland declares war on the Huns. And here we go, let's head over. Beijing in the red. Korea could get it this turn. Ottomans goes after the Huns. Yeah, I mean, the Huns are going to be eliminated, so we're going to see the usual civs sneaking in. That settler at the top may keep them alive, but there it is. Korea takes Beijing. China is not eliminated. They still have Nanjing, but they are looking pretty solid now. Korea as well. That's city number 6, and that gives them sort of full land border. So that's going to make things interesting. Babylon v the Huns is not so interesting. Sorry, I thought it was Ottomans. Huns peace out with Wallachia. Okay, and then Wallachia v Byzantium and Russia v Byzantium. I mean, that would be interesting, but all of Wallachia's majority of their troops are over here, so this could end up going in favour of Byzantium. I don't know if they'll get a city. It's kind of mountainous and difficult to navigate with the Black Sea, but I mean, it's not impossible that we see Byzantium take a city out of this, and that would be pretty interesting for the map. Having Byzantium get a bit stronger on Rome's eastern border, because Rome at the moment are just sort of not really focusing too much. They did grab another city here in the southeastern corner of France, so that will fill up this space quite quickly. Still no settlers quite yet heading across. Would probably be a bit early. I don't know if Finland's considering it at any point, but maybe. Poland pieces out with Rome, and Russia versus Mongolia. So yeah, that's a quick, as Mongolia gets Shanghai, they will now have to fight Russia. This will probably not lead to much. I think there's time. Russia's units are a bit further away. I mean, this city's low, but Mongolia could probably gather their defences and do okay here. We'll see how it pans out for them. Zulu did at some point, I don't know if we've probably seen this and I've not said anything, but they do have 2 cities in Madagascar. Burundi has held on. This is all they have left, but they've held on. And there we go. Most wonders currently in Harappa, Nubia. And who is it? Harappa actually just won that with the Globe Theatre there. Right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to save it. Let's take our chance, not take any chances. We're at turn 150 now. It's time to get a good first look and see if my theory was right. It looks like it was. It was just because I opened the in-game editor. I read that as 137 million people and was like confused because everyone else was on 10. But that is just my bad reading coming in to play. So Russia leads the world in population. Bit of a surprise, I guess. I mean, I wasn't paying too much attention, but yeah, that's okay. I mean, the size of the lead's kind of the thing that's the biggest. I mean, especially when you see, look at the 10th place Civ only has like 5 mil, so 13.7 mil for Russia there. Harappa and Finland in second and third on 10 mil. Oh, Korea's also up there at 10. Rome 9.3, Egypt, Poland, Nubia, Congo and the Mali filling out the top 10. Most crops, Rome leads the way, then Russia, Korea, the Zulu, Poland, Congo, Portugal, Harappa, Nubia and France. Production, this is a big one, Russia leading Rome, then Harappa, the Congo, Mongolia, Portugal, Korea, the Zulu, Poland and Morocco. Economically, it is Rome leading the way with a monstrous lead in gold per turn of 200 ahead of the Congo. Then it's Russia, Morocco, Harappa, Portugal, Marseille? What on earth? Mongolia. I don't know where I got the French city from there. That's weird. Nubia, India, France. Right, land area. Korea currently leading the way. This does include sea tiles if you're new. Just clarify this every time. But yeah, it does include sea tiles. As far as I'm aware. It does seem to. Russia, then Rome, Mongolia, Nubia and the Zulu, all at 1 million plus square kilometers, or 1 billion exactly for the Zulu. Then just under that you have the Congo, Harappa, Ethiopia, India, and then Finland just misses out on that one. Here we go, the biggest militaries. Rome again, pretty solid lead there ahead of Russia, Congo, Mali, Harappa, the Zulu. A lot of African civs in that top 6, 3 out of the top 6. Poland, Portugal, France and then Nubia. Social policies, Poland leads the way by 1 with 15, Russia and Finland and Portugal on 14, 12 for Harappa, Morocco, Korea, Rome and the Songhai and Egypt, which fills out the top 10 quite nicely. Happiness, anyone on negative happiness right now? Nope, they're all managing. Carthage, the only civ eliminated. Technologies then, we will do all the techs just because it's kind of a big one. Persia at the bottom on 28, China on 29, tied with Poland, Burundi and England. Ethiopia and Arabia 30, 31 for the Ottomans, Japan, Byzantium and Babylon. I thought Babylon would do better. Didn't they get the Great Library? Maybe not. I thought they had a good start, but maybe not. The Huns, I mean, they have 1 city or 2, so that's not great particularly. The Huns, Wallachia, Songhai, Siam, Mongolia, Zulu on 32, 33 for France, Germany, Morocco, Mali, 34 for Congo, Finland, India, Portugal, Nubia, and then 36, so a jump of 2 to the top 5, which is all tied. Korea, Egypt, Russia and Harappa. Right, technologies, is this far enough? Yes, we don't really use net gold in the scoring anymore, because by the end they're normally all negative, but you can have a little pause, have a little look if you'd like to. Cities then, Rome leads the way with 10, Mongolia and Russia, who are currently at war, both have 8, 7 for the Zulu, 6 for Korea, 5 for Nubia, 5 for Congo, 5 for Portugal, and then 4 for Poland, Japan, Ethiopia, the Songhai, Ottomans and France there as well. Science output, Rome leads the way ahead of Russia, then Korea, Harappa, Nubia, Finland, Portugal, Poland, India and Mali. Culture, Portugal and Songhai tied for the lead ahead of Harappa. Then it's Russia, Finland, Korea, Morocco, Congo, the Zulu and Nubia. Wonders, Harappa with 6, Nubia 5, Russia 4, Korea 3. They have more between them than like the rest of the world combined. In fact, Harappa has more than the other civs outside of those 4 combined. Portugal, Rome, India, Persia and Germany, and France only getting 1. That is wild that Harappa and Nubia have so many of those. And even Russia and Korea as well. Just, most civs don't have 1 and you have so many. Treasuries, there you go. You can again pause, but we don't really use that. Total faith and faith gain. I think there's still 1 dominant religion. We'll just check. But great works, Korea leading the way with 5 and then 4s and 3s down there. Trade routes, not a particularly big one, but Harappa has 2 more than most civs, and then Rome's got 1 more. And tourism, Poland leading Russia and Wallachia. So that part of the world, they all border each other, so the most visited part of the world there. Then it's Korea, then Songhai, Portugal, Harappa, Finland, Germany and the Zulus. And right, let's quickly just check the religion overview. And I just want to check 22. Okay, so there are some other religions now kicking into gear. We looked at Wallachian Catholicism. We will now look at Persian Zoroastrianism and Ethiopian Eastern Orthodoxy, just to see how they are getting on. So Persia's religion, temples give them extra culture in cities with 5 followers, which is probably quite a few, because we saw that was in, I think one was 17 cities, one was 22. I think this was 22, but that might be the other way around. The way that most cities will be over 5 eventually, so it's good. Gain science when they spread their religion, that's good. Spies exert religious pressure on cities, that's going to be interesting. We can't really see that, but that will be happening. They can buy pagodas, their religion spreads 30% further away, that will be useful, and they get faith from quarries, which again, I'm assuming if they've picked that, either it was the last option or they did have some quarries. And then the other one was Ethiopian Eastern Orthodoxy. It normally is, I'm pretty sure it is. Faith, so they can get cathedrals and monasteries. They can also purchase industrial era and later land units. Don't know if we're technically in that era yet, but they can use that later on. 2 gold for each city, which, I mean, if it's in 20 sort of cities, that's like 40 gold per turn. That's pretty useful. Production from fishing boats. I think I commented on that when they picked it at the start. That was a bit of an unusual choice, but there you go. And 20 combat strength near friendly cities that follow the religion, which will be really useful going up potentially. I don't know if that kicks in. I don't know. It's never really clear. I'm sure someone in the chat or the comments not chat, the comments who's knows more about Civ than me. I mean, does that benefit transfer? Like, say, I mean, Congo is fully following Ethiopia's religion, so do they get that too? Because I'm imagining that's going to hurt the Zulu in the long run, not having that religion. But there we go. But that will be it for the main part of this episode. So again, if you're just if you're familiar with the games or you're not that interested in the AI mods ability, then you're more than welcome to sort of check out now. I'm just going to extend it a bit and go through the mods that we have. In future, I'll try and maybe do this at the start of episodes, start of series, or I'm not sure. I don't want to do it. I say at the start. Maybe I'll put it at the end of episode 1, like I'm doing now, because I don't want to. If I talk through them all at the start, a lot of people will click off, I think. So this will probably be a sort of way, or something like that. Maybe there'll be an episode 0 or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll show through the mods. This is where we're going to find that one that I've included is like super OP and shouldn't be in there. But I don't think so. We've had that issue before. I feel like that's not the case. But what we are going to do is go into the... This is going to be awkward when I struggle to find it. What have you done? It's not in help. But I feel like that's the... Yeah, okay, it is in help. There we go. That was not what I wanted though. Right, civs. We are going to go over the civs. We probably won't dig in too deep on the units. But there we go. So I'll go through everyone. Bengal is not turned on, so that's interesting. Benin is also not in this game. Burundi is. Their leader is here. So we'll just go over their main abilities. I won't do the units. Just, yeah, maybe not. But just to save some time. Hopefully that works. But Burundi, workers may be expended to hurry production. If production of a military unit is hurried, the unit receives extra experience. If production of a building is hurried, the city receives a permanent +1 in food and 2 gold per turn. That's pretty useful. That seems pretty good for Burundi. Central Africa, again, not turned on. I feel like this has got every civ that I've ever used loaded up in here. Because I don't think all these are turned on, but maybe they are in the background. Ethiopian, no. Finland. This guy. Doctrine of active neutrality. A fifth of the happiness of civilizations which are friends with you contributes to the Finnish culture and golden age process. Bonus doubled if the civ follows a different ideology. There we go. So Finland likes to have lots of friends. Great Britain is not on. Ming is not on. Perm is not on. Armenia is not on. This is so weird. Harappa, there we go. Starts with location of all nearby civilization and city-state capitals. This is not Stone content. +1. I don't know how far that expands outwards. +1 trade route and a free caravan after you settle your first city. That's pretty useful at the start of the game. Let me just scroll down. Where were we? Harappa. We have this Japan on. With Tojo, they gain science for each new coast or ocean tile acquired, doubled in conquered cities, and produce naval units 50% faster in conquered cities. Khazaria is not on. This Congo is on. And their units ignore terrain costs when moving into any tile adjacent to a river and suffer no attack penalty when fighting across rivers. Archer units are also trained 10% faster. Mali is on. The mouse seems to be going funny. I don't know what's going on there. Probably me just not using it that much recently. City connections generate +1 faith. Great prophets may visit a friendly foreign holy city to generate a one-time gold bonus. This does not consume the unit. Oh, that's pretty neat. Mongolia, Morocco, who's in the game? Nubia's in the game. Cities with a garrisoned ranged unit gain 10% production. Conquering a city with a world wonder initiates a golden age, and all golden ages last 10% longer for each world wonder in the empire. Who's next? And I thought I was going to have to read out more than this, but maybe there'll be loads at the bottom. I swear there's more mods on than this. Maybe not. Valachia's the last one. Sorry if I've just like blanked one that was on here. Just call me out on it and I'll read it next time. Wallachia, melee and gun units pillage for free. Each pillage tile reduces resistance, hastens raising, which isn't raising as often this one, but there you go, and increases production and XP of new units for a city. Wait, what? How does that work? I don't know how. If you raise the city, you can't get more production and stuff. I guess maybe if you just keep it, but it is led by Vlad the Impaler, so there you go. But yeah, was there really only that many mods? I guess there's only like 30 civs. I don't think there's that many. Just looking at the map, I think we read them all. So there we go. That will be it for today's episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.